for another Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference matchup between the visiting South Carolina State Bulldogs and the Coppin State University Eagles. Kyle Borg here with you to bring you all the play-by-play action for the third conference game of the season. South Carolina State 1-11 on the year, falling last weekend 0-2 in the MEAC. Coppin, however, 6-11 in the midst of a two-match winning streak, including those first two MEAC games here at home on Friday against Delaware State, then on the road on Sunday in 5 over the Hawks from Maryland Eastern Shore. Coppin will be in the home golds, their libero in blue, while the road team, South Carolina State, will be in blue, their libero in white. It will be Kaya Barnett, the sophomore setter for South Carolina State, to get us underway here from this one. And we will begin in just a moment. MEAC game number 3 for the defending Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference champion Coppin State, the Lady Eagles. And we are underway here. Stafford a good pass away, and they'll attack quickly with Zucchello. And we got a net violation. I believe that was going to be on number 16, McKinley Roach of South Carolina State, and Coppin gets the early point, and Gabriella Zucchello will go back to be the first server here this evening for Coppin. The junior transfer from Monroe College puts it deep down the near sideline. First attack is a errant one on the outside. Not a good swing. Well, Shamira Andrews trying to get something going, and quickly 2 errors for South Carolina State to give Coppin a 2-0 advantage early here in the opening set. Now they get a pass away, and they'll attack near side. Zucchello able to dig it out of system ball. Swinton tight to the net will push and find the floor. And the freshman who's getting the start here this evening. (3-0) Eagles early on here in the midst of a 3-0 run to open things up in the opening set. Cross court this time goes Zucchello. Got him running out of system. Free ball from Benson. Figueroa. Carvalho middle to Kenya Stafford. And the MEAC Player of the Week, who had back-to-back 22-kill matches, is on the board with Coppin's first kill of the evening from her. It's 4-0 Coppin. We'll step aside. Timeout, South Carolina State. We're back in just a moment here. And we are back 4-0. Coppin State leads early on here in the opening set in the midst of a 4-0 run. Stoppage in play for just a moment as the officials get things set and squared away out of the South Carolina State timeout. And we're back underway. A rocket of a serve from Zucchello for Andrews off the hands, and Figueroa right there to cover. They'll go outside for the freshman Swinton. They're scrambling, and now a free ball. It'll be Figueroa. Another good pass away. This time it's Bertati Matoyer tooling the block, picking up where she left off down on the Eastern Shore, where she had 16 kills over the weekend on Sunday. Gets her first 5-0 Coppin. See how balanced of an attack it becomes here tonight if this keeps going the way it's going. And almost down for an ace, and another free ball. Gonna look to use Bertati Matoyer straight to the floor. Back-to-back kills. Oh, wait a second. Did they say she was in the net? Somebody was. Let's take a look. That was the first one, not the last one. So South Carolina State side out ends the 5-0 run. And the Bulldogs put it deep, and out of system go the Eagles, and now they'll send a free ball over to the South Carolina State side. Out wide, Felder, no touch. Yes, a touch. 5-2. Azaria Pickett, redshirt junior from Austin, Texas, a Temple Community College transfer. Back to the service line once again, and right into the side of the net. And a side out for Coppin, puts them back in front by 4. And here comes Mackenzie Parks and Aya Rawlings to serve now for Coppin State. They lead at 6-2 here in the opening set. Silver Spring, Maryland native, the freshman settling into her serving specialist role this year and has started off conference play rather well from the line. Blocked by Stafford, recycled, tipped over right at Carvalho. Now Rawlings will direct one for Tekenya. She'll go cross court into the stanchion, kept it inside the antenna. And once again, Coppin to attack. Rawlings will go to Swinton this time, and she muscles it through. And the freshman Peyton Swinton has a couple of kills now, 7-2. Rawlings, a couple more aces over the weekend on Sunday down on the Eastern Shore. She's now up to 9 for the season. Her next one will put her into double digits. Errant pass back to Stafford, who will reset the offense to go quickly to the freshman Parks in the middle. 8-2 Coppin. Great setup there from Carvalho to Parks in the middle. Parks usually a very efficient hitter. Line drive serve right over. Out wide, and Felder gets the kill. Side out, 8-3. The libero now, Maya Benson. Transfer a couple seasons ago from Alabama A&M. Tight ball sent over, and it's not going to get down. Miscommunication on South Carolina State side gives a free ball to Coppin, and Swinton will use it. 9-3. Coppin on top by 6. Here comes Palag and Kachuk. As Azul Palag, I believe now, as she usually does when she comes in, she will, in fact, head back to the service line. The junior transfer from Trinity Community College, over 1,500 assists and 51 aces last year to go along with 27 blocks and 310 digs and about 19 kills and a service ace for Azul Palag, number 17 on the year, moves her into third rather, for the season on the team. And another good serve over. They'll attack middle right at Figueroa. Going to set up Kachuk. Her first try got tooled off the block. And Esgi, who had a season-high 11 kills at Eastern Shore on 27 attacks, gets her first here today. Her first double-digit kill game of the year, and what a time to have it. Just a few games back from injury. Stafford keeps it alive. Again for Kachuk, this time the tip. That a system swing from the back row right into the net, no block, and that'll be 4 contacts. Another South Carolina State error, and it's a 9-point Coppin State lead. Azul Palag once again back to serve. Sharply down the line. They'll reverse near side. Palag got there, but a little delayed, and a side out for South Carolina State, making it 12-4. Trinity Stevenson, number 17, in for the first time here today. Kachuk now on the near side. It'll be recycled, but miscommunication from Figueroa and Zucchello makes it 12-5, and a Coppin error keeps the point on the Bulldogs side of the net. Stafford to Palag. Kachuk one more time, and that time she is blocked. That is Barnett and Harris combining. Stafford to Palag again for Esgi, no. Recycle, and that's going to be another Coppin State error as Parks couldn't dig it out. And now Deviana Walker will come in for Ezgi Kachuk. 12-7, the gap now at 5. And they'll go for Parks on the slide. Missed everything, no touch at the net. What she was looking for, 12-8 in a 4-point game. We don't foresee Coach Walsh hitting the panic button here tonight. I'm going to go with he might keep all of his timeouts throughout the game. He'll let them play it through here as Stafford will direct one at Benson in the back. And now an errant tip from Felder. Won't get over, and Coppin State gets a much-needed side out. As you see the second-year Bulldog head coach, Melissa Page. South Carolina State picked up their first Division I win in quite some time this year, sweeping Mississippi Valley State earlier in the season. Zucchello got her hands to it. And another attack try here from Felder, blocked by Park, still alive. Kept alive by Zucchello. Now it's over for Walker. Didn't get down. South Carolina State will attack again. Stafford got her hands to it. Nicely directed in front. Zucchello right at Benson, off the hands. Barnett runs it down. And Felder takes a swing, and it's wide out of play. 14-8 goes the score. Coppin gets the point. Stafford, shallow jump serve. Barnett looking to attack, and she was in the net. And she will take a moment to wipe up the spot where she fell, and Coppin gets the point. 15-8 goes the score. The MEAC Player of the Week back to the service line. So far, just the one kill after back-to-back 22-kill performances, and that's going to split the defense. And a big swing. I believe that was Felder getting the point in the side out. 15-9. And now Felder back to the service line. Walker tips down the line and wide on that far end of the floor. 15-10. We got to get the ball in play here. So the senior from Houston, Texas, Kaya Felder, stands at 6'1", puts it in play at Stafford. Palag will run it down, directing it. Zucchello at the net, able to get it through. And now South Carolina State in the middle, blocked, kept alive and underneath the net. And Coppin gets the point there, 16-10, back on top by 6. Here comes Bertati Matoyer for Parks. And Coco Figueroa, the libero, will go back to serve. Put him out of system in the back row. Got the hands there. Figueroa popped it up. Zucchello to the table. Keeps it alive, and a free ball from Stafford. Dump right at Figueroa. Read it nicely. Now Bertati Matoyer, the tip. Doesn't get down. Helped over. And now we got a whistle. And a double touch is the call on Deviana Walker, I believe. And it's 16-11. The lead once again down to 5. Server here is Haley Harris, number 4 in blue for South Carolina State. Floats it short, dug out in the middle. Bertati Matoyer unloading. Gets her second kill of the evening. And here comes Carvalho and Swinton, and Cahea will go back to the service line up by 6 at 17-11 as we begin to wind down this first set. Carvalho, who leads the team in aces this season with 21, goes back for the first time today. Fires one down the line, and it's ace number 22. 18-11. 2 aces in this opening set for Coppin State, both by the setters. One for Palag and now one for Carvalho. Out wide, kept alive in the back row. They'll switch it. Swinton, the lefty, popped up off the scoreboard, playable for Barnett, and out wide again. And now Coppin on the quick push. Zucchello, did she find the line? She did. What a spot and a good find from Gabriella Zucchello to get the kill, and it's 19-11 Coppin State. Carvalho right at Pickett. They'll go give and go, and it's dug out by Coco. Zucchello blocked, and Figueroa couldn't quite get down to dig that one out. Side out, South Carolina State, 19-12. And now Kaya Barnett back to serve for South Carolina State. Bertati Matoyer on the slide through the hands and tooling the block. And a quick point for Coppin. And they quickly get the serve back for Zucchello, and it's 20-12. They lead by 8 here in the opening set, as they are now 5 points away from taking the first set. Barnett in the middle. Back row try, wide and out of play. Tried to get Pickett going again in the back row. Couldn't do so. 21-12. Good serve again from Zucchello. Back row try and on the run to put it over with an easy swing. Now they'll feed Stafford off the hands. Couldn't get that one to drop. And then touched on the way through from the block try of Swinton and Bertati Matoyer. 21-13 as South Carolina State back again to serve. This is Zaria Pickett, the redshirt junior. South Carolina State looking to snap an 8-match losing skid here today. Stafford tip, dug out with one hand and then put over on the second contact. One-handed set to Bertati Matoyer. Oh no, did they call Carvalho for a violation? I don't know if that's a challengeable call. Oh, that's a tough call. Coppin unsure about that one, but now lead by a touchdown. And this time, a good set, but a errant swing from Peyton Swinton. It's 21-15. Pickett right at Zucchello. Good pass. Carvalho. Stafford, you bet, in the corner. Another one for TK, 22-15, and Aya Rawlings is back in to serve, and Parks will come into the front. Figueroa checks out, and so does Bertati Matoyer. Rawlings has the signal and is ready to serve. Line drive, Barnett on the run to Pickett in the back row, right at Carvalho. Rawlings able to run it down, directing one up. Stafford got it again, back-to-back kills for Kenya Stafford. 23-15. Rawlings, good serve, good pass away here, good set, and they get it to fall on the near side. Shamira Andrews on the kill down the line, just dropping it in front of Aya Rawlings, who will now check out as the libero Coco Figueroa back in. And now the South Carolina State libero Maya Benson will have a service error to set up set point number 1. And here we go. Couple of subs. Ivanka Sekurik and Ivana Luna will check in, and Sekurik is going to be the server. Two players who haven't played very much this season, but will get action here in the first set with set point 1 of 8. Sekurik, good serve. It's in play in the middle. Big swing. Sekurik pops it up. They'll direct one for Luna. The lefty is blocked. Felder and Harris combined for South Carolina State's fifth block of the opening set. Set point number 2. Sekurik sets up Stafford, who pushes. Back row, got it. And that is where the first set ends. Coppin State takes a one-set advantage at 25-17 as the teams switch sides. We will step aside and return in just a matter of moments for set number 2 here on ESPN+. And it will be Kahea Carvalho. Deep, and Benson keeps it in play for Barnett. They're trying to set up a slide. It got tipped, and there's Ayanna Farrow, first time able to cover. Zucchello will tool Benson, and it gets out of play, and Coppin strikes first. Serve cross court this time. Barnett in the middle, left-handed tip. Farrow popped it up. Again for Zucchello. Rolled, blocked. Figueroa. Now they'll feed Farrow. Blocked again. Stafford got her hand to it. Directed over by Bertati Matoyer. And they'll be able to reset here. In-system ball. Bertati Matoyer blocked again. And a tight ball free over by Zucchello. Just able to poke it through. And then it got tipped right at Farrow. Where will they go? It's Zucchello one more time. She's blocked, but they were in the net. I think that was Andrews who was in the net there. 2-0 Coppin. Furious rally in South Carolina State, who had 5 blocks in that first set, to Coppin's 1. In the middle, went cross court, dug out by Zucchello, and then directed over by Carvalho. And now in the net once again, Noah lift. The net was moving, but they'll call it a lift here. Coppin gets the point. Another error for Barnett. Down the line. Popped up Felder, big swing right at Stafford in the back row. Figueroa directing one. Blocked again, and then she got there again to feed Carvalho, who will switch it for Farrow and Felder, and Harris with another rejection. Net play on both sides has been an Achilles heel of sorts for Coppin State. They don't have a ton of blocks defensively, and they have been getting blocked quite a bit offensively throughout the non-conference and now into the conference season, where they were blocked 16 times down at Eastern Shore. And those are just the ones that resulted in points. Zucchello near side blocked again. And a free ball from Farrow. Ayanna will swing and not be able to get enough on it. 3-2. Felder goes back to the service line. Bertati Matoyer the tip, and it gets down. South Carolina State was trying to call that play out from the get-go. They knew where it was trying to go, but Bertati Matoyer outsmarts the defense for another Coppin State kill, and it's 4-2. Eagles lead by 2. Her 4th of the day so far, tying Zucchello and Stafford. Tipped and blocked by Ayanna Farrow, along with Bertati Matoyer, who was there to help out, but Ayana Farrow reads it and gets her hands to it and sends it right back down, 5-2. Coppin leads by 3. Zucchello off the top of the tape to Benson. Out wide, and it is Andrews able to tool the block. The South Carolina native gets the kill there and a side out, 5-3, and now Haley Harris back to serve. And wide of the line, tried to go cross court with it. 6-3 goes the score. And now Aya Rawlings back in. Parks will go to the middle, and Rawlings will go back to serve. Coppin has had 11 aces in back-to-back conference matches to open up MEAC play, just 2 here so far today. Tip on the run, and Andrews ended up in the net. 7-3. Stafford gets a rejection. Kenya picks up solo number 3 on the year and block number 18. 8-3 Eagles, their second block of the set. Out wide again, and this time it's Pickett able to split the Coppin defense and get a kill. 8-4. Parks pushing through, didn't get down. Again, Pickett, that's off the antenna. And an attack error for her, 9-4. They're going to go with Kachuk first here in the substitution pattern with Palag. Part of this 6-2 formation, or rotation rather, that they play. It's about finding the right pairings of the outside hitters for the setter. Of course, Stafford and Zucchello basically play the entire match, so it's just about finding who can be that third or fourth one. Out wide, Kachuk got her hands to it. South Carolina State will attack back row. Felder, Zucchello a dig. Out wide, this is to Kenya Stafford, and she unloads right at Felder, and she had nothing to do about that one. Just had to deflect it wide, and Stafford has kill number 5, 10-4. Azul Palag now. Into the net, rare service error for her. First for Coppin on the day, 10-5. The lead is now in half. Zaria Pickett leads the team with 10 aces on the year, and that's going to result in a service error, so they trade service errors into the net, and now Coppin back up by 6 at 11-5, sends to Kenya Stafford back to the service stripe. Deep, and all right, 3 service errors in a row. 2 now for Coppin back-to-back, and that will send Maya Benson, the Dallas, Texas native, back to the service line. Palag on the run. Kachuk will swing, and not a good one. 11-7 now. Or 11-6, rather. No, 11-7 now as they update the scoreboard on the Kachuk attack error. And then Benson answers with a service error into the net of her own. 12-7 goes the count. And Coco Figueroa will be the server here. Almost got down, kept alive. Felder blocked by Kachuk. and Bertati Matoyer able to combine for a third Coppin rejection here in the second set. Fourth of the match, and it's 13-7. On the slide, got through, Palag to Figueroa, again for Kachuk, trying to beat the block, couldn't do it, popped up, Stafford got there, Zucchello will float one over. That's going to be an attack error for Felder. 14-7, Coppin goes up a touchdown. They lead it 1-0. We're going to take a 2-set advantage going into set number 3 when this one's all said and done. And they're looking to win match number 3 in a row and their third conference win in a row. Middle block, still alive. Felder will swing. Stafford directing one back to Felder. Tried to dump it, couldn't get it. Zucchello at the net, got through. One more time, Zucchello finds the back line. On the second go-around, 15-7, time out. 15-7, Coppin leads. We'll take a break and be back in just a moment here on ESPN+. And they lead it 1-0 over the visiting Bulldogs from South Carolina State, who are looking to avoid match loss number 9 in a row, their third straight conference loss in a row as well. They started 0-2 to open up the season. South Carolina State last year just 1-28. That win was against a non-Division I opponent. 0-14 in the conference and a first-round MEAC loss to the eventual champion, Coppin State Lady Eagles. Back row, right at Stafford. They're going to set up Bertati Matoyer in the middle. Didn't get down. Quick tip, but Stafford all over that again to Kachuk off the top of the tape. Got through. Sliding dig, kept it alive. Felder a directional tip. Didn't get down. Now Stafford, back row. And TK has kill number 6. 16-7. Figueroa remains the server here. The MEAC Defensive Player of the Week put it in play. Felder tooling the block, and Figueroa couldn't quite get there. Had back-to-back 18 dig performances, did Coco Figueroa to open up conference play last week, and she's already at 11 here so far this evening as Barnett goes back to the service line. Put it down the line and deep. Stafford will have to set it up on the give and go for Zucchello. Benson right there to cover. They're going to set up Felder. Didn't get down. Palag for Zucchello. Blocked again. And that one finds the floor. Harris and Andrews again combining. Harris has block number 6. And Andrews has block number 1. 16-9, and that's now block number 7 on the day. Bertati Matoyer got popped up, still alive. Nicely done from the Bulldogs in the back row. Again, Bertati Matoyer. And this time with a net violation, able to find the floor anyway. And they get the point, 17-9. Swinton and Carvalho check back in. Carvalho with those 13 assists and the ace and a trio of digs. Back to the service line, and it's almost down. Benson as they keep it alive in system. Bertati Matoyer. Felder right there, though, off the hands to keep it up. South Carolina State trying to get one to fall. Couldn't get it. Swinton, the lefty, blocked again. They were in the net once again. This time it was Felder, number 1, who was the violation. 18-9. Coppin back on top by doubling up South Carolina State here. 18-9 on top by that 9-point margin. And they'll wipe up something off the floor here on the South Carolina State half. It's Carvalho, who just almost dropped in an ace just a moment ago before the net violation as it was popped up off the net, kept alive, and then Benson sent it over. See if she can get this one to drop. No, but they got it out of system. And that one was going way long, I think, but Carvalho kept it in, and it goes down for a kill for Pickett, 18-10. Carvalho bump set over for Zucchello, muscled it through. Tight ball, Bertati Matoyer's able to put it down. She now has 6 kills, 19-10. And instead of Rawlings here, it'll be Alessia Gallo who will check in for Zucchello and will be the server. Usually wearing that second libero jersey for Coppin State, but not here tonight. Just going to be a defensive specialist and a serving specialist back here for the junior transfer, former teammate with Gabriela Zucchello at Monroe College, who she just checked in for. Barnett in the middle, and the tip gets down from Haley Harris. The senior picking up kill number 2, 19-11. And she will now be the server. Stafford is a kill away from moving into Coppin's top 10 all-time list. They'll go Swinton here, and that's in just a season and a half. She is 1 kill away. 19-12 goes the score. Her career kills is up over 655 plus now, and that includes her time in her 1 year at Eastern Illinois. Now they'll go for Stafford. She will tip, and there she goes into the Coppin State record books. She will move to number 10 all-time with career kill number 587 for Takenya Stafford, and she does it with a tip to get it to 2012 and get the side out for her 7th kill here tonight. She passes Kenesha Shepard, who was number 10 with 586 from the 06-09 seasons, and a big rejection that time. It's Stafford and Parks again, combining 21-12. Of course, Coppin State's all-time leader, Mia Javon Coleman, with 1,742 kills. But Takenya Stafford into Coppin's all-time record book, and she has another season of eligibility if she chooses to use it, and she can continue to move up that list. And now she swings and gets a kill. Her and Parks went up, but it looked like Stafford's hand was the one to come down with it. We'll see who they credit with the kill, and it's 22-12, Coppin up by 10. And a service error from Aya Rawlings. They did, in fact, give it to Stafford, who's up to 8 kills and 7 digs. Now looking for double number 8 on the season is Takenya Stafford. Out wide, Swinton unloads with the left hand. Or in fact, rather, Stafford in hunt of double number 9 this year. Swinton gets kill number 5, 23-13. Back on top by 10 are the Eagles. And once again, Sekurik will come in to serve here at the close of this set. She'll send it down the near side line. Barnett in system on the slide. Figueroa got there with one hand, and Sekurik will send over a free ball. Set near side, past Luna. Sekurik got there to pop it up, and Gallo the free ball over. Still alive. Stafford, access denied. That's going to go down as a solo. 24-13, big block by Takenya Stafford. It'll go down as her 3rd block of the night. Set point 1 of 11. And it's an ace to end the second set from Ivanka Sekurik. It is her first ace on the year for the St. Peter's transfer. 25-13 is the final in set number 2. And that means Coppin takes a commanding 2-0 lead into the 3rd in what could be final set. Coppin has not dropped a set to South Carolina State in the last 10 meetings, and that is a 10-match win streak for Coppin State as well, looking to make it 11. We'll be back for the third and possible final set after this on ESPN+. Championship towel giveaway next Friday against Norfolk State here inside the PEC Arena. You'll want to be here to celebrate the 2023 MEAC champs as Swinton starts off the third set with a kill. Howard hosting Delaware State as well. See if they have a score for you. Get you an update from that one before we wrap things up here. 1-0 Coppin, and Zucchello is the server here. And she sends it long and out of play. So down in D.C., I don't think that game is underway yet. And the live stats have not come up. They should be underway, but not quite. Stafford, the running tip, no. South Carolina State on the attack, cross court, and they have their first lead of the night, 2-1 here in the third. That is, for the first time today, Hedia Lewis, number 5, the freshman from Renton, Washington, with the kill. And they follow it up with a Pickett service error and a quick side out, 2-2 Coppin State. Rawlings in quickly here. She will serve. Gallo has now put on the libero jersey as well for Coppin State. So you can play 2 liberos, and it looks like Coppin will here in the third. Attack error from Lewis. And Coppin's got the lead back 3-2. Rawlings line drive, got it off the top of the net and down. A service ace for the freshman. It's the 4th of the day for Coppin and the 10th on the freshman season. This time she'll clear the net and find Benson the libero, who finds Barnett. And now Felder cross court gets the kill, 4-3. And Coco will check back in now for Isle Rawlings. Harris will be the server. Parks on the slide, unloading, got popped back up. Now Felder off the hands of Carvalho, and we are tied at 4. Harris again to Zucchello. Carvalho for Stafford. 9 kills for Tekenya. Walker and Palag will be first off the bench here for Coppin. Palag back to serve. Out wide. And Felder tools the block of Walker and Parks. And Gallo and Figueroa will swap libero places here. Stevenson, Jonesboro, Georgia native, sophomore for the South Carolina State team, back to serve right at Stafford. They're going to go for Walker now, and she is blocked by Barnett. And Graham, who's in for the first time, number 7. And a service error. 6-6 goes the score. Stafford is the server here. Dropped it nicely, popped up out wide. Felder, attack error. Stafford again in play, put it deep. Oh, and Walker mistimed her jump, and it somehow on the errant pass found its way through, and we're knotted up at 7. So some sloppy play here in the third set from Coppin here, but South Carolina State starting to pick it up as well. Where will they go with it? It's for Zucchello, and she'll answer the call, 8-7. Bertati Matoyer will check back in here to the front as Coco Figueroa, the sophomore, will go back to the service line, a member of the MEAC all-rookie team a season ago as a freshman. Puts it in play. And an attack error from Felder again. And that should put her probably in negative numbers for hitting percentage. She's up to 7 kills to lead the team, though. 9-7, Eagles lead by 2. Figueroa clipped the net on the way through, but it got through. And now a kill off the block for Pickett. It's her 4th. 9-8. Benson, the libero, to serve for the Bulldogs. Right at Zucchello. Bertati Matoyer with the left hand. Why not? She's got 7. 10-8. Carvalho and Swinton back in. Gallo serves as the libero here for Coppin. And Carvalho will be the server. Floats one deep. That's Stevenson. Now Barnett, the tip, and it's out of play from Pickett. 11-8. Coppin's largest lead of this third set here. Barnett on the slide. Gallo popped it up, still in play now for Benson on the South Carolina State half. And Stafford got there with the left, and now she'll roll it over on the pass from Gallo. Still alive. Outside it goes. Stafford again. Gallo will set up her teammate. Zucchello, no. Out wide. Carvalho got there. Zucchello will help it over. Barnett will dump. And they'll feed Swinton on the reverse. Long rally here. Stafford, good pass here. In system, Bertati Matoyer. Dug out by Stevenson in the back row. Zucchello able to get there off the hands. Again, Bertati Matoyer with the left. No, right at Felder, though. Directing it again. Did she find the line? She did. Pickett gets the side out. 11-9 the score here in the third. Barnett back to serve, and Lewis back into the front. Bertati Matoyer on the slide, popped up and still alive. Directing one for Lewis. Finds the floor, 1-point game, 11-10. Figueroa, Carvalho, Zucchello, no. Tied at 11. Zucchello again. That time she gets it to drop. 12-11, Coppin back in front by 1. Zucchello has kill number 7. Out wide, right at Zucchello. Setting up Stafford, and she finds the floor, and she's got her 10th kill. First player in double digits here today. Out of play wide, 14-11. And in the net, service error, 14-12. Pickett puts it in play. Carvalho with one hand, Aaron set. 14-13. Sloppy here in the third set from Coppin State, keeping South Carolina State in it. Bertati Matoyer is blocked. They'll feed Stafford on the next try, and it doesn't get down. Barnett, back row, on the run and the rollover. Stafford again. 11 kills for Tekenya. I don't think the streak of 20 back-to-back 22 kill nights will continue. She's up to 11 now, but an official timeout. 15-13. We'll be back with the rest of set number 3 after this. Coppin leads it 2-0, and Aya Rawlings will be the server for Coppin State here. Stafford just picked up kill number 11 and once again is in double-figure scoring in the kill category. And dumped right to the floor by Harris. The 13th double-digit kill match for Tekenya Stafford, as Harris just picked up her third kill to make it a one-point set here. Stafford again through the hands, got tipped on the way through, 16-14. Palag and Walker are back. And now Azul Palag back to the service line. Lewis, too strong. They say it got touched off of Stafford, and 16-15. We've had no challenges yet this evening. Replay center's got to be pretty bored over here, not having to do much. Stafford tools the block, but it's still alive. Cross court, Figueroa is there. Walker on the tip, got through. Felder now long. 17-15. Coppin State has just been taking advantage of South Carolina State errors, whether it be from the service line or in the attack, but not necessarily their best performance here in the third, but it's getting the job done. Walker rolls. In system is Barnett to the middle. Palag right there to cover. Gallo will set up Zucchello. And off balance, not ready for it was Felder. (18-15). Stafford remains the server. Back row off the hands of Parks. Still alive. They'll go Zucchello. And Zucchello gets the kill. 19-15, Zucchello's got her 9th. Popped up Parks, gets the kill in the middle. Just her 2nd in 5 swings. 20-15. Stafford now with her 9th double-double on the year. Just picked up her 10th dig during that last rally. In the net, attack error again, 21-15. Timeout, South Carolina State. So Coppin State will remain home for the next 2 matches. Their next match will be here Sunday afternoon, 1 p.m. against North Carolina Central, who just, again, lost to Morgan earlier this evening in straight sets, so they'll have to make their way across Baltimore here to the PEC before heading back to Durham later on. As you see the upcoming schedule now on your screen, Norfolk State's in town on Friday next week, October the 11th, and that will be the night that the banner is unveiled and we honor the 2023 Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference champion Coppin State women's volleyball team, the first in program history. Then they'll hit the road for a couple. They'll go to Howard next Sunday and then UMBC for a midweek matchup before hosting Morgan State on October the 18th before flipping conference play the following Friday at Delaware State, and then we'll roll right along to the final few matches of the season before the MEAC tournament kicks off on Friday, November the 22nd. 21-15 the score here in this one. In the third, Coppin looking for their first sweep since they beat Niagara almost a month ago on September the 7th. It would be their 4th three-set victory on the year. Tipped over and out of play is the call. They tried the setter dump from Barnett. Thought that looked in from my angle. But Coppin gets the point, 22-15, no challenge coming. Good serve from Stafford, gets him out of system. Felder, attack error, 23-15. And a service error out of play, 23-16 goes the score. So right now as it stands, Stafford is going to set another career high in hitting percentage, and she's got no attack errors right now. That might be the first time she's ever done that, as Zucchello tools the block to get us match point 1 of 8. And Bertati Matoyer will come in to the middle as Figueroa goes back to the service line. Stafford hitting .632 right now. It would be a new career high if that is, in fact, where it finishes. We'll see if she gets another attack or anything here. That's Figueroa serving, match point number 1. And that is where it will end. A service ace for Coco Figueroa. And Coppin sweeps South Carolina State in straight sets, 25-17, 25-13, 25-16 is the score in the 3 sets. So Coppin moves to a perfect 3-0 in the conference, and that's program win number 250, home win, new program record number 10 in a row. They'll try and make it 11 on Sunday. South Carolina State falling to 1-12 on the year, 0-3 in the conference, while Coppin moves to 7-11 and 3-0 in the MEAC. That will wrap things up for us here from inside the PEC Arena. I'm Kyle Borg. Once again, 3-0